from the heavens above, Will. Uncle Phil is rolling over in his grave, pure survival, as this woman still humiliates you. You know what I'm saying? And she has different men in and out of that house that was yours. I know you happy to be gone, but she's playing it off like you were the one that was in the way, Will.
Do you all remember when Jada Pinkett Smith openly shared details about her past and revealed personal experiences she had gone through, giving everyone a deeper look into her life?
You ever had an addiction? Yes, I've had several.
Jada Pinkett Smith opens up about her struggles with addiction.
I'm hoping that it will give people the freedom also in their lives to find their truth.
The 46-year-old actress got extremely candid on the latest episode of her hit Facebook Watch series, Red Table Talk, where she revealed her addiction to sex.
My sort of addictions jump. They jump around. When I was young, I definitely think I had a sex addiction of some kind. Yes, that everything could be fixed by sex.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Or
It's the
thing.
behavior.
It's the behavior that's attached to it.
At the time, Jada Pinkett Smith made it seem like she had already moved on from her past and resolved any issues, but recent events suggest that might not have been entirely true. Her involvement with August Alsina became a major topic online, and now there are rumors about her influencing and intimidating Bryshere Gray, which makes it seem like she could have been causing problems all along. When August Alsina shared his story publicly, it sparked a huge reaction, including the moment when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock to defend his wife, even though Jada claimed she had no part in the situation. Many of us thought we had seen everything there was to know about the Smiths' marriage, but new developments keep emerging that raise questions about what has really been happening behind the scenes between Will and Jada from the very beginning. It seems like their story is far more complicated than it first appeared.
First of all, I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. I'm like, what is going on right
keep
now?
my wife's name
out of your mouth, right? And I'm like, but now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on.
If you haven't been following the news, after the Epstein files were released, people started criticizing Will Smith again for his reported actions with Rashid Gray. According to voices like Brother Below and Jaguar Wright, what was meant to be a mentorship reportedly became an exploitative situation that negatively affected the young man's life.
There was, how Jada would watch at the houses, she had her laptop, she would stick her hard drive in, right? Boom, and hook it up to the TV, and she could play whatever video she watching. So now, I'm seeing videos of her and Will and a bunch of some celebrities, everything. Because remember, the last interview I told you.
It turns out that Will Smith wasn't the only one involved in the controversies surrounding Bryshere Gray. Jada Pinkett Smith reportedly played a significant role in influencing him to take extreme steps, including creating an OnlyFans account. In Hollywood, people often talk about the unusual and private behaviors that happen behind closed doors. And while Will and Jada have always appeared to maintain a perfect couple image in public, sources now suggest that they are deeply involved in that world. From wild parties and substance use to swapping partners and engaging in secret relationships, they are said to fully embrace the more chaotic side of celebrity life. Jada, in particular, seems to have had a strong influence in these situations, and some claim that she never truly wanted a traditional marriage with Will. In fact, when they first met in 1994, Jada made it clear that she would do whatever she wanted in her personal life, even bringing her girlfriend to meet Will, which surprised everyone and set the tone for their future together. They only got married because Jada became pregnant and her mother pressured her into it. Over the years, it seems that no matter what challenges or humiliations Jada may have put Will through, he has remained committed to protecting and staying with her, showing a level of devotion that exceeds her own desire for marriage. Their relationship appears far more complicated than it looks, with power dynamics, personal choices, and Hollywood lifestyle factors all playing a significant role in shaping their life together.
When you got a woman that don't really like you,
Hold on. Time out. You're not the first man to said this.
come on now. I don't think she does. I think
But damn, how they gonna be married all these years? At some point in time,
I think she like the lifestyle. Now, who's she gonna marry with that much money? Oprah? Hey, Oprah ain't gonna have her. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, and then she's mean.
This behavior reportedly goes much deeper than most people realize. Sources claim that Jada had connections with nearly every young man or woman who came to the Smith household seeking mentorship, guidance, or friendship. Insiders suggest she did this not because she needed relationships, but to undermine Will privately and make him seem less impressive than he appeared.
That pain of Will seeing Jada fucking Mark Anthony on their couch in their home, right? Because he know they were already fucking on the set. This is fact. He just couldn't take it, and he whipped her ass.
What does it mean to love in freedom?
The simple idea is it's friendship versus marital prison.
Ooh. Does that mean you all can have other partners, but you just have to be respectful with each other?
So people only think in terms of sex. People are trying to put something on it. Will and Jada, what they doing with other people?
Yeah.
Right? Will and Jada ain't really doing too much of nothing. The goal is not a sexual goal. We're gonna love each other
no matter what.
We all know that Will Smith got involved with August Alsina when August was seeking friendship and some guidance after having problems with his own mother. August was very close to Jaden and only a few years older than him. And as everyone knows, their relationship eventually became complicated and controversial.
Alsina in 2015 in London, and that's where we met. He was like, man, I could really use some help dealing with life.
What most people don't know is that after Jada Pinkett Smith thought she had gotten away with her involvement with August Alsina, she reportedly moved on to someone else who was close to her son. This time, it was allegedly Jaden Smith's boyfriend, Tyler, the creator. Many remember the moment when Jaden was on stage and suddenly started openly expressing his love for Tyler, calling him his boyfriend in front of everyone. He said things like, "I feel like Tyler the creator is the best friend in the world. I love him so much," and even revealed that Tyler was his boyfriend, which surprised the audience and left fans confused. What appeared to be an innocent or impulsive comment by Jaden was actually a deliberate action because he had previously brought Tyler around his family. According to sources, Jada then reportedly began a relationship with Tyler, the very person her son cared about deeply. This revelation adds another layer of complexity to the Smith family's personal life, showing that behind the public image of a close and supportive family, there were secret relationships and actions that caused tension and confusion. It paints a picture of a family dynamic far more complicated than most fans realized.
He got a reason to cry. If he comes home, you know what I'm saying, and see that his mom got Tyler the creator, his boyfriend, bent over and blowing Tyler the creator's back out. That's why Jaden was crying.
Jaden was well aware that his mother, Jada Pinkett Smith, was involved with someone he was interested in and possibly already close to. Despite knowing this, Jada reportedly continued a sexual relationship with him, and it wasn't surprising to her when Jaden found out and became upset. This situation helps explain why Jaden and Willow sometimes act awkward or distant around her. By publicly announcing his relationship with Tyler, Jaden was likely trying to protect himself and make things uncomfortable for Jada and Tyler so their relationship could not continue. Even after Jaden confronted the situation, sources claim Jada did not change her behavior. She reportedly started a relationship with Mark Anthony after working with him, openly bringing him into their home, and continued until Will Smith discovered them together. Will reportedly became so angry that he physically confronted her, though he later apologized. Despite this, he didn't want a divorce, believing their marriage could survive anything. The pattern reportedly continued when Jada worked with Tommy Davidson on the movie Woo. After news spread that they had kissed, Will immediately went to confront him, nearly losing his temper, but held back to avoid creating a bigger public scandal. These incidents suggest a complicated family dynamic where boundaries and trust were repeatedly tested, putting immense strain on both their marriage and the children's sense of stability.
I was sitting down, right? He's standing over me like this. And he's like, "I don't appreciate that, man. I don't appreciate that." And I'm like, "Well, what you talking about?" I always know to play it off.
Right.
You know what I mean?
His tone.
Well, I'm sitting down.
So, hold on. This was 15 years later? Or was it?
No, this was then. And then I didn't find out why.
Right, okay.
I was asking him why then, but he wouldn't say nothing.
Right.
Right, and I'm going, what's going on, man? Tell me what's happening, man. And since he was standing, and I was sitting, I was a real nice fella. I mean, that's about physics, right?
Right.
So I'm like, oh man, what's going on, man? I mean, hey, man. He's like, I don't appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And Jada's going, Will, I'm saying, but I mean, what's happening, man? Now you tell me what's happening. You know when a dude does this.
He bite his bottom lip. He about to do something bad.
He might do something, right? So I'm like, I did the whole. You remember the snake?
Yeah.
I did the snake. Well, what? And got up.
Right.
And then I was like, so what are you talking about, man? And I was still in that posture.
So you didn't really know what he was actually talking about.
I didn't, but I know what he was doing.
Right.
So I was like, come on, man. I mean, what's up? Just tell me what's up.
Right.
Yeah, you know what's up. So finally I just said, this is a small place and people are here. We should talk about it.
Right.
Me and you outside, because it looked like you're gonna need to get something off your chest, right? And then Jada was like, oh, no, y'all. And I was like, what do you mean, nah, y'all? Tell him.
When Bryshere Gray entered the picture, Jada Pinkett Smith reportedly saw him as the perfect opportunity. According to multiple sources, Bryshere was just starting out in Hollywood, with very few connections or experience, and the only person supporting him was Charlie Mack, Will Smith's longtime friend. Will had publicly said he wanted to mentor Bryshere, bringing him under his guidance. While it might be one thing for Jada to have flings with friends of her children or co-workers, sources claim that actively pursuing someone who looked up to Will went too far. At the same time, Will himself became involved with Bryshere, which reportedly led Bryshere to develop real feelings. Jada's actions seemed designed to provoke a reaction, and this partly explains why Will eventually distanced himself and ended things with Bryshere. Hearing all of this makes it difficult for many to view Jada positively. Fans express sympathy for Jaden and Willow, as no child wants their parents' private issues exposed in headlines. Critics argue that Jada has seemingly focused on causing drama at the expense of her husband's reputation, using it as a way to define herself amid limited Hollywood opportunities. The entire situation highlights a complex and troubling family dynamic, leaving many to question what really goes on behind the scenes.